tech topic, we are giving you 3 tips in 10 minutes. In fact, today we have a special guest joining us from Australia already on Monday, and we are still on Sunday. Priya Chandra, she will be giving her 3 tips today. Priya, please introduce yourself shortly, and we are here with Bob and Peggy. And after you tell us your professional tips, we will be asking a few questions. Thank you for joining us from so far away. I'm in Europe, and my friends Peggy and Bob are in America. So it's a calendar test event.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here, Nina. Thank you so much, and lovely to be with you all this morning. In Australia, I can tell you the future's looking good on the 20th of January. Yeah, and I'm thrilled to be asked to give 3 tips in 10 minutes. These tips are based on things that I've seen in the calendar product forum, where I'm a diamond product expert, and I think these are 3 tips that will work well for anyone, whether you're a small business, an individual, or somebody who very rarely uses calendar, unlike all of us here, I'm sure avid Google Calendar users. The first tip is creating a custom repeat event, and what I'm going to do is share my screen for these and go through how to create these. So the first one is to create a custom repeat event, and I'm confirming that everybody can see that screen okay?
Yep.
Looks good.
Yep.
Yep.
Excellent. So to do this, I'm going to create an event on the Monday, the 20th of January. And what I'd like to do is have this repeat on the 3rd Monday of every year. So to do this, I'm going to click Doesn't Repeat and Custom. Going to go here and create 12 months. And I now have the option to repeat on 20th, day 20, or monthly on the 3rd Monday, which sounds a bit confusing, but it will actually only repeat every year now on the 3rd of the month, or the 3rd Monday of the January. And if I search for it, you can see there it comes up every year. So I think that one's very handy if you're looking to create an event that is on a specific day rather than a date. So as I said, the 3rd Monday or something like that.
Yeah.
The next one is how to block out travel time in your Google Calendar. So you can see here, tomorrow I've got an exhibition that I'm attending here in Melbourne, and I'd like to block out some travel time to get to that exhibition. So to do this, I'm just going to click on the event and into the edit event, click on this little icon here on the right. And on the right now, I'll get the Google map open up. And if I click on directions, I get the options here to choose a starting point. And I'm going to go from the National Gallery of Victoria. And I can choose to drive, take public transport, and I'm going to walk here. If I add it to calendar and then go back to my calendar, you can see it's added it there automatically. And by default, it goes to your regular calendar with whatever notifications or anything you might have set up. So again, something that's really handy if you want to just block out that time. And again, you can put any starting time there that you want. The final tip that I'm going to offer is how to set up times to meet with somebody through an email. So this one will work whether you're replying to somebody's email or starting a new email. And if I just go to Compose, and I'll just bring that up a bit bigger. And then down here at the More Options menu, if I click on there, set up a time to meet, offer times that you're free. And here it automatically opens my calendar on the side. And I'm going to say that, first of all, I'm going to change the event title so it's not that, because that's the default title that always comes up. I'm going to say it's going to be an hour and a half. I'm going to start adding some dates. And if I just lower that, minimize that a bit, I can start selecting dates, and I like that time there. I'm going to add another date on the Wednesday. I'm going to say any time between that very long period there, midday through to 6 p.m. to have coffee. Why not? And click on next. I'm going to say, let's have it in person. Let's not have a Google Meet conference. And again, it's going to be at the National Gallery. You can tell I like the National Gallery of Victoria. Oh, let's go there. And then, because being so long. And it's automatically added that into the calendar, into my email there. And I'll send that. I can have a different subject here. If you wanted to, you can add your signature block, do any editing, add more text, and send. And then if I go to my other account, this is where technology fails me and it doesn't turn up, correct? No, there we go. There's the email. There are my times that have been offered by my friend, and I can click on any of those times. And because I'm not logged in here properly,
Perfect.
there you go. And now we
Absolutely.
both have our own calendars and events set up there. And that's,
thank you so much, Priya. You can create a calendar smart chip in almost anything you touch. I see, in any document, in any action, in any event or any task. So my first question to you is, what would you recommend to small businesses if they dislike specifically automating appointments and meeting customers via automation because of their concerns of the importance of conversation, because they want to evaluate this and that? So what would you recommend for them to use the calendar for?
well, I think that last tip that I offered there, Peggy, about offering times that you're free, so you can have had the conversation with somebody already and said, we'd love to meet, let's meet up. And you could go back and forth many times, go, oh, let's do this day, let's do that day. How about now? Oh, no, that doesn't quite work for me. But if you've had the conversation initially to say, let's have a meeting, then as the business owner, sending that list of when's good for you as an individual is a semi-automated way to get around that back and forth, trying to work out when people are free. So you've got the personal touch and then the automated touch at the other end as well. So I think that's probably one of my best tips that I could offer small business owners there, Peggy. Nina, sorry.
Yes, because the
question. Oh,
yes.
sorry, Nina.
Yeah, because the business wants always to respect where the client talks, so they can talk all the time at focusing on the client. So thank you so much. Yes,
No
Peggy.
problem.
So I just wanted to pass on a question from the live chat from Diego. He asked, does this work if the user isn't a Gmail or Google user?
Oh, good question.
Yes, yeah. So it will work. It works if you, no, sorry. It will work if you have a Google account. So initially, if you're all logged in, if you don't have a Google account, then you can just put your email in. As you saw, it just went to Gmail, but when I went to create the appointment booking at the other end, it just asked for an email. So it goes to an external booking page, very similar to the appointment schedule booking page that doesn't require someone to have a Google account. So you can just, it does work if you don't have an inbuilt Google account. It's just a bit neater if you're within the Google ecosystem.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Oh.
But I found something similar.
Just
The Google automation.
Google.
Yeah, AI just wanted to add some humor. Hey, Priya.
And what about the seasonal tasks? For example, we are very attached to your first tip where we have annual event each year on the first Sunday of December. So I have this set up exactly as your tip, and we are very happy. And with the preparation, because it takes time to get ready, so we know in advance. But what other seasonal events can, for example, Bob add for his wildlife watching?
Yep. So again, excuse me, that first tip can be used. If you can do it in the future, you can say, if it's the first week of the of September, which is the first week of spring here in Australia, you can put your event in there for the first Monday of that week, and get a reminder. And the great thing about this is because they're normal events on your calendar, you can then set reminders further back earlier in the calendar. So you might have something that you want to occur in that week. It's going to change depending on what year it is, but you can get your notifications leading up to it as well. So again, here in Melbourne, we're very environmentally friendly, and we have hard waste rubbish collections twice a year, thanks to our councils. Putting those in as a reminder as a small business owner is great to clear out all the clutter that one gets.
So, hey, so Priya, I imagine there's a way, in fact, this is probably an easy question, to attach like notes or a syllabus or any kind of information to a calendar event or whatever, like you were saying, the celebrating a birthday of John James Audubon or something like that with your fellow naturalists. Would you open your document first and then it would open in Gmail, or how does that, what is the flow on that?
Excuse me. So it really depends on how you feel comfortable. Usually what I will do is I will create the calendar event and then I will add the attachment file from Google Drive. It's just because that's the way I think through it. Alternatively, if you go into Google Docs, you can create a calendar event from a document, but it's not as user-friendly perhaps. So I would recommend opening the calendar event and then attaching your document. If you're using Google Workspace, the paid version of Google Workspace, you can automatically create meeting notes as part of that event. So with an agenda, which might be a bit weird if you're going to be doing a birthday, but you could have, the agenda could be for bring out the cake. So,
there you go.
Yep. So with paid Google Workspace, you can easily get Google meeting notes. I should have unplugged my Google before I started this call. It's pinged again in the background. But one of the good things about the Google Calendar event is it will check that the people that you are sharing the document with through the calendar event also have permissions to see that document. So that's very handy as well.
Righto.
So I have an artificial intelligence question. We already have a lot of automation in Google Calendar. Our flights are added there. We can coordinate and synchronize with family, at work, tasks, reminders. Do you think artificial intelligence Gemini added to calendar will change how we navigate the calendar as a product?
Oh, I'm sure it will, Nina. How it's going to do that is going to be interesting. I would like to see the use of it in terms of, like, we had goals as an option within calendar a while ago, where it smart found your gaps in your schedule, where you might be able to put in a goal like, do 20 sit-ups, for example.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it would find a little hole in your day to slip that in. I would like to, I can see AI being used as that. I could also see it saying, it's been a while since you've had a chat with XYZ. You used to see them or speak with them or have an event with them all the time, but it's been a while, a bit like those nudges that you see in Gmail, the great one would be, hey, looking at the calendar for the next year, how about we start putting together some marketing dates, some YouTube dates? Here's some, times when it looks like you're perhaps, traditionally free. Maybe that's a good time. Let's book a holiday. So that, those sort of prompts and suggestions are not taking over, but yeah.
Sounds exciting. Peggy, do you have other questions or any other questions on the chat as we are going to wrap up?
There aren't any more questions in the live chat, although there's a great audience today, and I want to thank everyone for joining us live.
Thank you so much, everyone. After the event, we will put a roundup article with all the resources you can check on the news. And that's the 3 tips in 10 minutes for today. Join us next Sunday. We are continuing with the tech topic and with longer chats also. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Priya, for having you today.